Welcome to Your Story or History, a podcast from Londonderry YMCA. I'm Catherine, the project coordinator.
And I'm Hannah, the project archivist. For the past year, we've been on a mission funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund to capture the voices that have shaped this organisation.
We have just celebrated 40 years at our Drumahoe site and are approaching a massive milestone, our 170th anniversary. But history isn't just about dates and buildings, it's about people.
We've invited former and current members, volunteers and staff to sit down with us and share the stories that don't always make it into the history books. These memories make our living archive. In our first episode, I'm sitting down with Catherine to hear her memories of the youth club and what the YMCA has meant to her over the years.
My name is Catherine Coyle.
Tell me a bit about yourself now, so your age, your occupation and your hobbies.
So I am 28, only for another short while, and I work here at the YMCA as the Heritage Project Coordinator / Project Development Officer, and I'm also a part-time youth worker on a Monday night, so one night a week. Hobbies, I don't have a lot of hobbies. I have a dog, that's a hobby. I take her on walks all the time. I like games, board games and video games, so either walking the dog or playing games.
Tell me about how you got involved with the YMCA.
So I got involved with the YMCA, I believe it was 10 years ago. So Mum is the youth work manager, so she started in April 2015. For some unknown reason, she asked me to come and help on a Monday night to get ready for a Christmas show they were doing that year. Don't know why she asked me, I don't know why I said yes, but that got me in on a Monday night, and then I kind of moved around a lot then. So I stayed on Monday night and eventually got paid work on the Monday night, and then I think I got Tuesday nights. I was working 2 nights at a point, Monday and Tuesday, and I did my degree in psychology, and when that finished in 2018, I got a 25-hour position here on the Heroes Project, which was a Peace Plus project, or a Peace 4, a Peace programme anyway, in partnership with MenCap. So we were working with a lot of young people with additional needs. So we were in Ardnashee, we were in the Bud Club, and we had groups here. So I stayed in that for 2 years. In 2020, then I left the YMCA completely after that and came back to the YM in 2022, I think, for the Monday night. I was gently, probably encouraged by Mum again, or maybe Lisa, or both of them, if I would come back. So I came back at some point in 2022, I don't remember when. And then in 2023, the YMCA got funding from the Ideas Fund for a mentoring project for young girls. That position was up, coordinator for that. And they had advertised it a couple of times. I was not one bit interested. But then I kind of had thought, well, where I am at the Church's Trust, I thought, no, I can't really progress up more, but this is an opportunity to take on a bit more responsibility and a bit more leadership. So I applied for that and I got that job. So that was April 2023, I came back here. Well, full time, but it was only 30 hours a week, so it's kind of bordering. But I'll call it full time. So I was doing the mentoring project and the Monday night at youth club. And then the mentoring project finished last October 2024. And from about October 24 to April 25, I was in the job share position with Shannon, era youth worker for Tullyally and Currynear. And also that's when the project development role kind of started, when I moved out of mentoring. And then we were applied for funding to the Heritage Fund for the Heritage Project. So then I'm now here coordinating the Heritage Project, still doing my Monday night youth work as well.
So describe a typical day from all your kind of experiences, I suppose, from volunteer to full-time worker.
I suppose youth club, a typical day for that. You're coming in 15 minutes before the session. You're getting everything set up. I tend to be in the street room. We play sessions and Xboxes because I know technology. So I tend to be in there, so I'll get all them set up. But I can go around all the rooms and areas. Like I used to be in the sports hall on a Tuesday night. When I was doing that, I was in the sports hall a lot. So I'd half football and half something else. So you're getting set up, and then the young people come in for their hour and a half session, juniors and seniors. The daytime stuff, heritage now at the minute, a lot of heritage work. So we're archiving, we're making connections with people, and then the project development officer role. So I kind of just squeeze everything into my 30 hours. The project development officer role kind of includes communications, so I manage all the social media, except for TikTok. Don't TikTok. I do Facebook and Instagram for the organisation, and I also help Lisa and Katrina with any kind of bits that they need. So I've kind of been doing lots. I mean, I've got finance experience from here and from the church's trust, so help Lisa out with finance bits, and then just help Katrina out with whatever she needs. So a typical day can vary, but it's always very busy, and there's always lots to do, and it's always very rewarding as well.
So what is the single most memorable moment or event you experienced in your job in the YMCA, and describe the atmosphere and feeling of the moment?
To pick out one thing, I suppose something that's been really impactful for me in the very recent years. So about, I don't know if it was April 24, April 23, maybe 2024, I took on the Junior Forum at Dromahole, and that has just been like the best thing I think I've ever done. It's just such rewarding, and those young people are incredible. So I'm actually on the second group of Junior Forum, and both groups, they're incredible. They're got so many good ideas, and they're just so eager to get things done. Like that first group, they completely changed Tuck Shop. They got £500 funding to do a cooking programme. I think that the big memory there from that, they hosted a dinner event for their families over the summer there in August. So they were in from 12 o'clock preparing a dinner that was starting, I think it started at 6. So like that, I hope they remember it, because that was really, really good. Like they just did the whole thing. I got the food in for them. I kind of helped organise it, but they took the lead.
What did you make?
They did we? I don't know if we had starters. The mains was cottage pie and chicken chow mein, and then there was shortbread, and then dessert was old school cake, and I think it was pani chocolate. They didn't make them now. We got a tin. Got them. That would have took too much time. But no, like they got their jobs and they took control. There was a team cooking, there was a team setting up the hall, and like they're just such a fantastic group of young people. And now this next group coming up, they're also the same. We had a Christmas event on Monday past. Same again, like they got their jobs, they did their jobs. If there was other things needed done, they did them. They asked if they could do anything. So there's such an amazing kind of group of young people coming up now. And I'm hoping like they'll be junior leaders and they might be staff one day, which is a bit scary. So particularly that first group of Junior Forum, I think they were like the P1s when I started. So it's really quite scary that they're like 14 and 15. But it's been really amazing to watch the young people come up from when they were P1 and coming up through and doing all that.
So what are some of the challenges you've experienced when working here?
For me personally, I've had various challenges. I don't know if I should talk about it. I kind of had a rough time with some staff, but I didn't have a good time with them, so that was pretty bad. But leaving, going to the church's trust, kind of rebuilt up my confidence and stuff. Other challenges, I don't know, it's all been very good. I suppose the challenges too is like the change in the teams actually. Now that's been really tough. I mean, kind of been involved the part-time youth team for 10-ish years now, obviously with the 2-year gap. But there's been a huge change in the team since then. It's like Mum would have been the manager for me when I started part-time, and then I think she was still her when I left. I know Kira came in, and then when I came back in 2022 it was Melissa. But the changes in the team over the years. It's been crazy, and it can be a challenge adjusting to all those changes and having to work with different people on a night, and they've different skill sets, and maybe somebody else had different leadership styles. So that's been a challenge, and I know it's affected the part-time staff team quite a bit. But I think now, like, we're kind of getting settled, and we're coming around, hopefully, the leadership of Rihanna for the Drummahoe team. I think it's just going to do wonders. I mean, the young people we're getting in now, we're getting 30 seniors, and we're getting first years. That's a challenge. The challenge, actually, was always for the youth club. When people transition from P7 to first year, we lost them. First years didn't come to youth club, but they're all coming now. So, yeah.
Perfect. So, thinking back on your time at the YMCA, what was the most valuable skill, lesson or friendship you gained from the experience, and how did that, being part of that, make you feel?
I don't really know. I mean, I've only ever worked at the YMCA other than when I dipped. And I was at Church's Trust, but YMCA was my first job, part-time, and then full-time-ish, 25 hours. So, I mean, all of my kind of work experience has been through the YM, and I've got so much from it, so many qualifications. I got the level 2 and 3 youth work. I've done a leadership course last year, like first aid, mental health first aid, so much training and so much skills development, like getting that opportunity to help Lisa with finance, or taking on social media. There's been so many skills that I've got from the YM that I wouldn't have got anywhere else. And even my confidence. I am a shy, introverted person. I do not belong in a youth club with children. But apparently I do. And I really enjoy it. So I think that has definitely been a big kind of skill or quality boost there, is confidence. A lot of confidence from here. My confidence got wiped out here as well, but I've built it back up as well with confidence, and definitely, I have no issue shouting at young people if they need it, and standing my ground, even the scary teenage boys. Took a while to get there, but I think starting when I was 18, and the seniors are like 2 years younger than you, 3 years younger than you, it's difficult. So with age, that makes it easier. But I think definitely confidence, and I owe a lot to the YM. And they've always been really good to me, especially Lisa and Willie. They've always valued everything I've done, and they've made that felt as well. Because even, like last year, the funding was running out, the mentoring project. They made sure they find a way to keep me here. They were like, right, what can we do? And here's an option. Do you think that'll work? I mean, I still had to apply for the job and stuff, but they worked to find avenues for me to stay here. So, yeah.
Thinking about your time or thinking about the YMCA, what do you think was the most significant or positive contribution while you've been working here for the community or for?
Yeah, I think it's the impact that the youth work has on the young people that's the most significant. Like them young people coming in, going through youth club, becoming junior leaders, becoming paid staff. Like, it's really great seeing young people coming up through and growing and developing. And then, like, they go out from here with so many skills and so much knowledge and experience because of what they've done through the youth club. Like, all them junior forum ones should be able to host dinners for their families now whenever they want, and host loads of events. And it's just, it's the impact on the young people, and then them skills and experiences they take out then into the wider world wherever they go. So they don't always stay here, but I think the impact of what they got from being here and being part of the YMCA family, it stays with them, and then that goes out into the community, then into the world.
And then, do you have any stories about Willie?
About Willie? I don't know. It's so bad. I have such a bad memory. I have such a bad memory. I can't remember, but I just know Willie. He was just such a person, and he made you feel welcome, and even the young people. Because I remember Like after he died, I was out at a restaurant or something, there was a young person there. I was talking to him, see how he was, and he asked about Willie, how was Willie? And I was like, Willie has passed away. It's like that, for that young person to be asking about it, it's like, yeah, like it was the office, he was general secretary, yet here's a young person from Youth Club asking about him. So he was always a storyteller, and he's just so funny. There's lots of ghost stories, but he cared. He really, really cared about the organisation and the people in the organisation. So he did, I think, is the big thing. And I think his legacy is a wee bit lost. And it's such a shame that we lost him so early or so young. So it would have been great to have him for the Heritage Project. But I can't think of like specific memories of what he did. I know after he died, he must have always worked late on a Monday night, because after he died, I always was like expecting him to walk down the stairs into the foyer like with his wee clipboard under his arm. And like when he came down, he would have probably said something funny. But that's where like I can picture him walking down the stairs. But I was just always so involved, and even coming to awards nights and recognising the young people. Yeah, just a lot of care there. Oh, he actually, his phrase or his term or his thing for the YM was that we created positive, memorable experiences, PME. What's his thing? Positive, memorable experiences. That's his line, so we try and keep that kind of ethos and feeling about. It was even, we had a t-shirt with it printed on, but something was spelt wrong. Can't remember what it was. Positive, memorable experiences, that's what Willie was all about.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Your Story, Our History.
Our living archive is still growing. If you have a story from the last 40 years at Drumahoe, we want to hear from you.
You can get in touch by messaging us on Facebook or Instagram at Londonderry YMCA Heritage, or emailing heritage.lderry@ymca-ireland.net.
This project is kindly funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. Be sure to follow our podcast so you don't miss our next story.
Because our history
is your story.